Solange's determination to stand against Jay-Z is becoming more pronounced, with recent events highlighting her readiness to publicly criticize him. The long-standing tension between them has taken a new turn, as Solange recently lambasted Jay-Z for his behavior, which she perceives as demeaning to Beyoncé. This criticism stems from Jay-Z's remarks about the Grammys' failure to award Beyoncé the Album of the Year, which Solange views as not only embarrassing for Beyoncé, but also reflective of Jay-Z's pattern of publicly undermining her. The dynamics within the Carter family are seemingly headed towards more turmoil.
Beyonce video, and Beck needs to respect artistry, and he should have given his award to Beyonce.
Despite the long-standing marital bond between Jay-Z and Beyoncé, Solange has consistently shown resistance to fully embracing Jay-Z as part of the family. Her skepticism towards him has been apparent from the onset of their relationship, with many noting Solange's lukewarm reception towards Jay-Z and her often distant behavior around him. Though Solange has not vocally expressed her disdain, her actions and nonverbal cues have spoken volume. The depth of Solange's grievances against Jay-Z was starkly revealed in 2014 following the Met Gala. The infamous elevator video, which leaked to the public, showed a heated confrontation between Solange and Jay-Z, with Beyoncé present but not intervening. This altercation, widely known as the elevator incident, exposed the severe fracture in Solange's relationship with Jay-Z, validating the suspicions of many about her true feelings towards him. Speculation about the reasons behind Solange's aggressive behavior towards Jay-Z has been rife, with many believing it was triggered by her discovery of Jay-Z's alleged infidelity towards Beyoncé. This theory is supported by reports of Solange's proactive efforts to confront women linked to Jay-Z, demonstrating her protective stance towards her sister and her willingness to confront those she believes have wronged Beyoncé. Olivia McFarlane is one person who's been openly identified in the swirling rumors around Jay-Z, claiming he approached her while still in a relationship with Beyoncé. Despite Olivia's insistence that nothing romantic transpired between them, many speculate there's more to their story, suspecting she's minimizing their interaction to steer clear of the intense scrutiny from Beyoncé's dedicated fan base.
For Jay to be on some, I will reach you when I'm in town. He wanted you to be his girl Friday. He wanted me to be his girl when he's in.
The story Olivia shares sheds light on a notable encounter. Jay-Z, via his security detail, sought her contact information, a request she initially rebuffed. Their paths crossed again at Nobu in Miami, where both found themselves in the company of friends, and, notably, Solange. Olivia narrates how she and Jay-Z found a moment for a private conversation, during which they exchanged numbers. This brief interaction was cut short by Solange's unexpected arrival, which Olivia recalls as a moment filled with tension. Feeling the weight of Solange's protective gaze, Olivia decided against further engaging with Jay-Z, a testament to Solange's formidable presence and her unwavering commitment to safeguarding Beyoncé's interests. This episode not only highlights the strained dynamics between Solange and Jay-Z, but also underscores Solange's deep-rooted dissatisfaction with Jay-Z, particularly concerning his treatment of Beyoncé. Beyond the whispers of infidelity, Solange's discontent extends to Jay-Z's public conduct, such as his critique of the Grammy Awards for bypassing Beyoncé for the Album of the Year, a stance Solange reportedly found deeply embarrassing for her sister, leading to a pointed confrontation where she accused Jay-Z of causing Beyoncé undue embarrassment and social media backlash. This controversy unfolds against the backdrop of Jay-Z's recent public criticism of the Grammy Awards, accusing them of consistently undervaluing Beyoncé's contributions. Beyoncé, an icon in the music industry, boasts an unparalleled record at the Grammy, with a staggering total of 88 nominations and 32 wins. Despite her unrivaled success and influence, the Album of the Year award has remained conspicuously absent from her trophy collection, a point of contention that Jay-Z highlighted, igniting a broader conversation about the fairness and biases of the music industry's most prestigious accolades. Despite Beyoncé's long-standing prominence in the music scene and her 4 nominations for the Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards, she has yet to win in this highly coveted category. Surprisingly, out of the big 4 Grammy Awards, she has only won Song of the Year once, with Single Ladies in 2009, raising eyebrows about her consistent snubs in other major categories. The absence of Beyoncé from the list of Record of the Year winners further fuels discussions among her fan base, the Beyhive, who argue that the Grammy Awards intentionally keep her from achieving greater heights, suggesting a concerted effort to limit her success. Notably, Beyoncé was not a contender for a Grammy this past year, due to the lack of new music released within the eligibility timeframe. Nevertheless, her previous Grammy nominations for albums like I Am, Sasha Fierce, Beyoncé, Lemonade, and Renaissance have been hot topics among her supporters. Albums such as Lemonade and Renaissance in particular led her fans to believe she was more than deserving of the award, feeling deeply disappointed when she was overlooked. The disappointment reached a fever pitch last year when Beyoncé was again passed over for the Album of the Year award. The Beyhive responded with a vociferous backlash against the Grammy organization. Beyoncé's 2022 album Renaissance had a blockbuster release, selling 332,000 copies in its debut week and earning universal praise from critics, underscoring the debate around Beyoncé's Grammy exclusions. Renaissance confirmed its impact by securing a place in the top 25 albums of the year, demonstrating that its success was not merely a product of hype, but a testament to its quality and influence. Beyoncé received 9 Grammy nominations last year, including for major categories like Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year, making it seem inevitable that she would add at least one more Grammy to her collection and possibly surpass the record of 31 Grammys won by an individual. Back then, Beyoncé and Quincy Jones were neck and neck, each boasting 28 Grammys. Beyoncé was on the cusp of breaking a new record. Her album Renaissance propelled her to success, winning her 4 more Grammys and increasing her total to a remarkable 32 awards. Yet, the celebration was tinged with disappointment because she didn't win in the most coveted categories. The controversy peaked when Harry Styles won Album of the Year for his self-titled album, sparking debates that Beyoncé was unjustly passed over. The reaction was fervent, with Jay-Z publicly sharing his discontent in an uncommon interview. He voiced his dissatisfaction with the Grammy Awards for not awarding Renaissance the Album of the Year title, pointing out the album's significant cultural impact, its popularity in clubs, and the creativity it spurred globally. Jay-Z called for the Grammys to better reflect true artistic achievement, recalling the award's importance to artists by mentioning legends like Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder, who received Grammy recognition that matched their cultural contributions. The ongoing dialogue about Beyoncé's Grammy omissions suggests possible biases in the voting mechanism. A Variety article uncovered that some Grammy voters deliberately chose not to vote for Beyoncé, acknowledging her worthiness, but opting against her due to personal biases. This insight into the Grammy voting dynamics highlights troubling scenarios where voters' personal biases, rather than the artistic merit of the work, guide their decisions. This was exemplified by a Grammy-winning producer and veteran voter who opted for Lizzo, citing her cultural influence and seemingly implying a cap on how many awards a single artist like Beyoncé can win. The song About Damn Time by Lizzo caught the attention of many, proving to be a hit. Yet, the Grammy voting process has come under scrutiny. One voter shared their reasoning for choosing Lizzo over Beyoncé, pointing out the repetitive pattern of the same artists, like Adele and Beyoncé, winning repeatedly. This voter wanted to see a change, suggesting a hesitance to vote for Beyoncé due to her consistent success at the Grammy. This sheds light on how personal preferences and desires for diversity can sway the Grammy voting process, which should ideally prioritize artistic quality. Another voter criticized Beyoncé's dominant presence in the industry, feeling that her releases are expected to be monumental. This criticism seems to reflect a bias based on Beyoncé's fame and her passionate fan base, rather than the artistic merit of her work. Additionally, a different voter expressed a preference for Brandy's album, citing its authenticity and the smaller production team compared to the extensive collaboration on Beyoncé's albums. This view suggests a bias towards what this voter sees as more authentic music production. Jay-Z's remarks while accepting the Global Impact Award at the Grammys introduced more complexity to the discussion. He highlighted the biases in the Grammy voting process and called for awards to reflect cultural influence and artistic integrity. However, Solange, Beyoncé's sister, reported reportedly disagreed with Jay-Z's timing and method, feeling that his comments unfairly portrayed Beyoncé as ungrateful for her 32 Grammy Awards. Solange also pointed out that Jay-Z, who hasn't won Album of the Year himself, focused on Beyoncé's lack of wins in that category, prompting further discussion about his intentions and the broader implications of his criticism. Solange is making it clear she's not happy with how Jay-Z's actions have embarrassed Beyoncé. She's really tired of Jay-Z making Beyoncé look bad. Fans have also voiced their dissatisfaction online, drawing parallels between Jay-Z's behavior and Will Smith's notorious Oscars incident, suggesting that Jay-Z is making things tough for Beyoncé. Many are upset that Beyoncé, with her impressive 29 Grammy wins, is being put in awkward situations by Jay-Z and Kanye West. There's a growing call for Jay-Z to act more responsibly in public to avoid casting Beyoncé in a bad light, similar to how Jada Pinkett Smith was blamed after Will Smith's moment at the Oscars. The discussion about Jay-Z's critique of the Grammy Awards for not awarding Beyoncé Album of the Year has led to mixed reactions. Some viewers felt uncomfortable with Jay-Z's comments during the ceremony, wondering if his own experiences with the Grammys might be coloring his views on Beyoncé's accolades. What do you think about all this? Was Jay-Z influenced by his own Grammy history, or was it a lapse in judgment? Share your opinions in the comments, and be sure to watch our next video for more insights.